to Rainy Day News. Today we're going to talk about how much rains in other countries compared to Malaysia. That's right, so let's go and interview some people about the weather in their home country. Right, now let's get started. Yay! It's hot, in winter it's warm, summer it's usually quite hot, and in spring it's nice and warm. Also, it rains 4 to 7 times a year. Can you believe that? Thank you, Noah. Bye. Well, it depends on what season it is, because in the summer it rains about 3 times a week, but in winter it rains about 4, sometimes 5 times a week. In spring it will rain almost all the time, and in autumn it very rarely rains, maybe about twice a week. Thank you, Ola. Now, Clint, what's the weather like in Edinburgh?
It depends. It probably rains 3 times a week in autumn, 4 days in winter. Sadly, it very rarely snows. It also hails probably 1 time every 3 weeks, and it's very humid.
Thanks very much, Quinn. Now let's find out about Malaysia. How often does it rain in Malaysia?
It rains a lot in Malaysia because Malaysia is such a hot country, and the water vapor goes up and makes a cloud.
Thanks so much. Now we have a little bit of knowledge about lots of different countries' rainfall. And now we have Isiana and myself explaining a bit more about why it rains a lot in Malaysia. The water cycle describes the water process on Earth. Precipitation, rain, hail, and snow falls to the ground. Once on the ground, it is either absorbed into the process of infiltration or evaporates straight away. Sometimes it becomes surface runoff. This is where it makes its way to rivers, lakes, oceans, and other large bodies of water. Then the large bodies of water start to evaporate and turn the liquid water into water vapor. The water vapor groups together to form clouds. This cools the water vapor and starts to form droplets of water. You might be wondering, how do the clouds stay in the air? Well, that's because the rays hit the ground, which creates hot air, and hot air makes the clouds float. As these droplets grow, the cloud becomes heavier, until eventually the cloud can't hold any more droplets and bursts. The droplets fall to the ground, and this is called rain, or raining. But if only very little rain falls, then it's called drizzling. Malaysia is 300 km north to the equator, so it's very hot, and because of that, the sun rays are focused on Malaysia, so lots of it can evaporate and create little drops of water or clouds.